Hello, I'm Tiago Castro and I came from Aveiro.
I'm João Rosa and I also came from Aveiro. And we are part of 4IS, Platform for Social Innovation.
The project, after the application and the winning application, we were actually already doing some mapping of urban voids to another European project that we didn't manage to go through it, and we already had some work done in terms of mapping those voids. And then when we made the application, we actually wanted to work these spaces, and the first idea was to make urban temporary interventions, so like a prototype on a space for what could be in the future, and if it would result, we could go forward for a more permanent intervention. This was also related with the participatory process. We always wanted, and we still do, in our projects, to involve and engage community, local communities, on this neighborhood level or street level interventions. So we had the mapping, and we had to decide which void to work. Basically, it was quite easy because our organization and the other two promoters, enterprise from cultural advocacy and consultancy, and also the City Council of Aveiro. The City Council owned that property, that void, and it was easier to start working since we already knew the owner, and then starting with a private owner, more difficult to reach, more difficult to negotiate and mediate, and it was also one of the intentions of one of the promoters, the City Council itself, so we accepted easily. At the same time, it was basically the more centered in terms of the urban area, the more central void, so where people passing by, so it could have a more visibility for the whole project, and in fact it did. First of all, they participated on the meetings, so that we could understand their needs and expectations towards that space and the neighborhood itself, and even the city, because sometimes they started talking about problems of the city, but we always tried to focus on the urban void that we wanted to work. Alongside with the intervention itself, I think the biggest achievement was, in fact, the engagement of the community, the sense of responsibility and the sense of pride that they have with that new space created. And they now care that own space without thinking that they need to ask for permission to do so. And they are taking care of the space, they are using the space, and more people are starting to see the space and to have a look and ask, what is this? This was not like this a few months before. So that was really the most important thing, the immaterial achievement. And I think this is a good step, first step for future projects, similar projects in the city.